Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Cat Mills Show. Just a little noodling while people enter the room and get a little warmed up, a little sound checky. Great to see some stellar guests already, including Paul, Nancy and Dad, Jenica, and Donna, all very, very supportive friends. I appreciate you all. Great to see you. If you're watching on Facebook Live, you can click on the picture of me and it'll take it to full screen, and then you can see the chat and the comments too. That's sometimes fun to do. Hi, Stuart. Great to see you. Hi, Charlotte. Yay. Welcome. So tonight we are toasting the album called Two. At the time, it was the classic thing of not being sure what to call the record. And at the time, I was also listening a lot to Stephen Still's second record, which he called Two. And so I thought, if it's good enough for Stephen, it's good enough for me, and not to mention Led Zeppelin and other great bands. So, I wrote most of the songs in 2004 and 2005. Still prescient today. This first one is called Too Far Gone. Thanks, everybody. He tells lies like they were real, and he doesn't give a damn about the way we feel. It's his price behind closed doors, and then sells it out from under us before we get a chance to make a bid. And he'd rather keep it hid. He's too far gone, and he plays games with our young men, sending them into the line of fire, no way to keep them back out again. And if you think war is the way to peace, or the longest purse strings are the ones that should get the grease, well, I'm sorry, but liberty don't look like that to me. No, you're too far gone. You're too far. You're too far gone. Culture of life, listen to them talk, while countless thousands perish on their watch. Well, you got us here, now get us out, 'cause there's no mandate in the world that could give you that much clout. We're either with you or against you. Well, I guess I'm against you. You're too far gone. You're too far. You're too far. Hey, when will the pendulum finally start to swing? When will we see we're all in this together? Well, just relax, 'cause they're working hard. Yeah, just go about your business, sitcoms and credit cards, and don't speak up, don't make waves, and don't question the way the government behaves. Just sit back and let them lead them. Yeah, that's the privilege of freedom. You're too far, you're too far. This is the closest I've ever gotten to writing a sappy love song. With my tongue in my cheek and a chip on my shoulder, driving all night so it'll be over. Open the door and let me in, 'cause I just want to see your sweet face again. Your sweet face, yeah, your sweet face again. 'Cause I don't wanna go it alone, so you better be there when I get home. Wrap your arms around me, baby, 'cause you're making me new, making me crazy, making me, making me crazy. Dream about it in the morning light, dream about it and I wake up and hold you tight and you let me let go. I'm a grown woman and you understand what it is that I like in me. 'Cause it don't take money, don't take fame. It's the way you make me feel when you call my name. Kiss is so tender, lips like a song. You know I just can't be without you too. I'll make your dinner, I'll make your bread. Skip it all together and go back to bed. Dream about it in the morning light, dream about it, I don't know. And I wake up and I'll hold you tight and you let me. Dream about it in the morning light, dream about it, I don't know. And I wake up and hold you tight and you let me. Hey, you let me let go, let go, let go, let go. All right, well, welcome everybody. For those of you just joining us, this is the Cat Mills Show, broadcasting live from Blacksburg, Virginia. Cheers. I hope you have a favorite beverage along for the ride tonight. I see a few special VIPs in the room tonight. I see Gail. Hi, Gail. And Ethan, right on. It's great to see you virtually. You know, when I was little, there was this wonderful show on TV called Romper Room. And some of the people that watched Romper Room would write in, you know, little stories or letters to the woman who did the show. And it was like a show for preschoolers, you know. And it was made in the late 60s and early 70s. And she would hold up this magnifying glass. And she would go up to the camera and she would read off a list of the people who had written in. And she would say, I see you, Daniel. I see you, Nancy. And you would be at home watching and just waiting for your name to get called because it would be so exciting that it seemed like she could see you. And that's what I feel like now. It's like Romper Room. It's great. So welcome, everybody. Oh, nice. Hi, Nancy Holly. Good to see you. Herbal tea. I love it. one time around. And for all we know, it's just one time around. A second try, lullaby. Look that's in your mother's eye. Long wait, or to hesitate, or to sad regret, or a thing you hate. It's coming out of feelings in your heart. Just one change may stir your soul to start. It's one time around, one time around. For all we know, it's just one time around. Uncertainty, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? You're running free. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? What will it be that lays you down? No mistakes, a chance you take. Breathe again when morning breaks. Sun's beam over lover's dream will keep you here. It'll wash you clean. 'Cause we don't know just how much time we've got. Better hold on with both hands to the shot. If there's one time around, one time around. All we know, it's just one time around. For all we know, it's just one time, one time, one time. For all we know, there's only one time around. And that's the one that has the awesome, like, snaky sounds on it. That's Mark Schulman. So I will talk. I'm gonna adjust this because I think Circus might need to go in there at some point. He came through and then he left. I'll talk about the lineup on this record because it's just so great, and I'll also mention the special tonight. Okay, compact disc, right, people? You guys have CD players. I know this group. If you put $20 in the jar tonight, I'll send you a signed copy, and you can, if you don't listen except on Spotify or something, that's fine, but you can have it as a souvenir and in your collection. So $20 in the tip jar tonight, and you get a signed copy, and I will put up, how about that for show business, Venmo at The Cat Mills Show, or paypal.me/The Cat Mills Show. Also on my website, catmills.com, I have a store, and I also have a place where you can put a donation. So if that's easier for you to just go to catmills.com, you can do that. But yeah, so some of the other players get more of the limelight in the business, so to say. But Mark Schulman, I have to tip my hat to him because he's just incredible, and he lends so much of the atmosphere and the vibe of this record. And I was lucky to have him play on this one and also on Silver. He's a wonderful, wonderful person. He's really fun to hang out with and have in the studio. He's worked with a lot of great people, including Suzanne Vega, who's one of my favorites. But he's able to create things with an electric guitar and a small setup that is just such a range of sounds and atmospheres and just yummy stuff to supplement whatever it is that I'm doing or writing, and I just so appreciate his talent and his kindness. He's a gem. Mark Schulman. And that's just Shulman. He's played on many records. And let me get my comments back up so I can see what's going on. Hey, Haldy. I got to work with Jerry Marotta on this record. This is when I met him and got to know him. He's been a friend ever since. And lots of people might say, well, who's Jerry Marotta? But if you know, you know. He's played drums on lots of records, including records that I know are in your house right now. He was in the original lineup of the band Orleans, who had the hit Still the One. He's the drummer on that. And then he toured with and played with Peter Gabriel for a number of years. He's also worked with Joan Armatrading, one of my favorites, with the Indigo Girls. He toured with Hall & Oates at the prime of their career. So you've heard him. You know him. You just don't know that you know him. And the day we cut this song, we did it live together. And boy, was it scary. But we had a great time. And thanks, Jerry, for all your love over these years. This is called Why Would You Say That? Childhood dreams and envy always were so easy. The world was open to us then. Imaginary chances and flirtatious dances. Whenever we want to be, we can. Why would you say that I would take things over? I'm just getting over it. Over it. And as we go, we cross our self-inflicted torture to find the person we'll become. What will dictate our lives? Will we be mothers? Will we be wives? Dream infatuations. Why would you say that I would take things over? I am just getting over it. Over it. Da, da, Uncharted territory, reinvented stories. Chart a path for me, please. 'Cause I don't want the burden. Ignorant bliss seems more fun. It takes hurt to be free. Why would you say that I would take things over? I'm just getting over. Why would you say that I would take things over? I'm just getting over. I'm just getting over I could hear them in my head. Could you? Oh my goodness. It's such a rocker on the record. It's like a dream in my head to go out on the road with those guys and play that song for a huge stadium. It would be so fun. Oh my goodness. Thanks, Jerry and Scott and Mark. I think they all played on it. I know they all played on it. I just want to make sure I don't forget anybody. Yeah, it was the four of us. I love Jerry so much. So the other thing that came up while I was singing that, I realized, is like how I actually capo a lot of these songs up now, because for whatever reason in 2005 my voice was the lowest like it ever was. I've gotten back some of my high range since I quit smoking 5 years ago. I'm coming up on 5 years quit, which is exciting. Which some of you know I just never thought would be possible. Thanks, Mary Lee. But yeah, all the songs I wrote for this record are so low. I have to capo them up now to even sing them. It's funny. Hi, Mikey. Yay. Wow. What a stellar crew tonight. Thanks, guys. I'm going to take my little banner off so I don't look like I'm just selling the whole time. Plus, if I leave it up the whole time, then it's easier to ignore. Thanks, everybody. You guys are so kind to me. Yeah. But even, it's funny because when I introduce this song, sometimes I say how I know it from Joan Baez, and she would be singing it like a couple octaves higher than this, so. All right, let's see about tempo here. That was the problem I had with Larry when we cut it. Don't sing love songs. You wake my mother. She's sleeping here right by my side. In her hand, a silver dagger. She says, I can't be your bride. All men are false, says my mother. They'll tell you wicked love and lies. They're in exterior. They'll court another, leaving you alone to pine and my daddy's a handsome devil, and he's got a chain 5 miles long. And on every link a heart does dangle. He's loved and wronged. Go court another. So that's an old traditional song we snuck in there, the Silver Dagger, partway into the album. And I was really lucky. For one day, I was able to have Larry Campbell come in and play on this record. And I had seen him play with Bob Dylan before he came to play with me. And so another intimidating day. But man, Larry's such a sweet, sweet guy. You know, these session musicians, I'm telling you, golden people that really just want to make music, and they're excited to make music, and they're happy to be working on things. And so Larry came in for one day with a guitar and a fiddle, and I threw a couple of mine at him, and I threw a couple of the traditional songs at him, and we just sort of looked at what would stick. And we went through the arrangements quickly in the morning. I think we tried a couple of takes, and then we had a nice lunch break, and then spent the rest of the afternoon getting a few more takes. He has a home in Woodstock, so he was able, where I make these records is in Catskill, New York, which is right down the street from Woodstock. So he was, he's local, and he was able to come for the day. But thank you, Larry Campbell. Like, again, such a wonderful human being, and I'm so lucky that I got to meet him. And then a few years later, when Levon played at Floyd Fest here, Larry, of course, was in Levon's band, and his wife Teresa. And I was playing a set before Levon, so I got to see Larry, and he came and listened to my set. So that was just so sweet, and he didn't have to do that. So I don't mean to be like a name dropper tonight, but these are the only names I can drop. Like, this is it, man. These were this is high times for me making this record. And also traveling a ton. So I wrote my first road song. I think when Larry came up to the studio in New York, I had driven from Blacksburg up there, and then we spent the one day in the studio, and then I drove back to Blacksburg the next day. Like a 10.5-hour, 11-hour commute. This is the Motel Blues. The Rutland sunset takes its time as I look for the next in an endless line. Two-story places to lay my head. Opinions distort as I move on the map. I'm shuttling strangely from nap to nap in rooms with tiny coffee makers and 2 queen beds. Why do I take everything they say as the gospel truth? Why do I romanticize my life in a motel room? Well, I don't know what day it is, and I don't really care. Can't remember the last time I had clean hair, and checkout times keep moving in like impending doom. And I feel like I just got settled here, and it's already time to pack up my gear, and the towns move on, and it's always too soon. Why do I take everything they say as the gospel truth? Why do I romanticize this life in a motel room? Local color is a thing of the past. People want consistency and they want it fast. Hurry up and get in the car before the fries get cold. 'Cause this country is huge and it all looks the same. Logos painted over fruited plain. Exit ramps that lead to plazas with the same old do I take it through? Take everything to see. Why do I romanticize it? Why do I romanticize it? Yeah. Well, there's certainly the worst job around. I'm gonna check out all the back road towns, show up in some local saloon, play some show. Let the people disappear just as quickly as they came, and I'm alone with the remote again. Just give me my continental breakfast and let me go. Why do I take everything, I take everything they say. And why do I Well, I'm glad you guys are here and singing along and humming along and playing along. I'm glad you're playing the drums, Donna. That's good. You know, for those of you that know these mostly from the record, it's probably weird to hear them solo acoustic, but for those of you who come to my shows all the time, this is what you hear all the time. So it's funny to get that range of listening experience, isn't it? Some of you have heard it more one way or the other. Or if you're brand new to the Cat Mill Show, welcome. I wrote that one, but I didn't write this next one. I am making my way through the songs of my second record, which was called 2. Zachary Seraphin took these pictures up in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. That was a lot of fun. He's a wonderful friend and photographer. This was definitely a team effort. And you guys know, I haven't mentioned him yet, but Sweet Scott Petito, who I've worked with more than anybody, who knows me so well and makes me sound great. We hit it off from the minute we met each other, and he gets my sense of humor, which is super helpful in a producer and engineer. And he also is a great engineer in that he inspires me to get my best takes, and he knows how to tell me exactly how to get there. So thank you, Scott, for all of the great work we've done together. I would love to make another one with him, but I gotta raise some funds first. This is a traditional song, but it was written by a known writer. West wrote this song. You can sing along. If you miss the train I'm on, you will know that I'm gone. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles, 100 miles. 100 miles, 100 miles. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. Lord, I'm 1, Lord, I'm 2, Lord, I'm 3, Lord, I'm 4, 500 miles from my home. Away from home, away from home, away from home, away from 500 miles from my home. Petty for that beautiful tune. And thanks, folks, for singing along. Hi, Catherine. And I wanted to say hi to Kate from earlier, too, because I didn't say hi to Kate before. Hi, Kate. Hi, Priestley. Yay. Hi, guys. Did you catch Big Mac tonight? Yeah. Lando used to come to the shows. He's taking a little vacation, and Big Mac's filling in for him. So thanks, Big Mac. I know I'm not really a McDonald's person anymore, but I really was as a kid. So yes, Peter, Paul, and Mary for me too on that one. And there's this great record I had on vinyl as a kid that was Peter, Paul, and Mary 10 years together, and it had a bunch of live stuff on it, and it had Stew Ball and Lemon Tree and that song, and oh my gosh, I just like ate that thing for breakfast every day. And when I started playing guitar, I learned all of those. I could probably do a Peter, Paul, and Mary theme one night, but I need my I need my Peter and Paul with me. When I was a camp counselor, I had lots of Peters and Pauls. When we made this song, Walking Away, it felt like sort of a 70s ballad, and Scott decided to play piano on it. So I don't even play guitar on the record on this song. It's just Scott doing some treated piano, simple chords. It's kind of a funky vibe to it. But I've played it live a lot with guitar, and so you'll hear that instead. It's a sort of a little heartbreak ballad about a woman that I knew. I didn't know her that well. She was the sister of a friend of mine. But I was watching as a third party her going through some stuff in a relationship, and it got me to thinking and writing. So that you say ringing in my ear. Wasn't it so? Not long ago that we made believe for 1,000 years. Was it all in my mind? Too cruel to be kind. See you walking away. Missing a beat. The joke is on me, 'cause I didn't see where it would turn. So sure, we both know fools never learn. Yeah, it was all in my mind. You'd left it behind. You were already walking. just marking time till you could be walking away, walking away, walking. Yeah, that's like a little out of character for me, but kind of fun. Guess I'm looking for sympathy, but I ain't gonna get it. Riptide would take me down, if only I would let it. No strains of rock and roll save a woman from herself. She's full of longing for a time that's just dust upon a shelf. Ain't no going back to a lover's dream. Wishing for the memory somehow seems so nice. Take out all the pictures and feel like I did then. Wake up now an older soul and it won't be real. Pining for a different day don't get me going far. Pace of living life is unmistakably ajar. No drunk friends ain't around to put me in my place. I guess I'm looking for sympathy, but I ain't gonna get it. Riptide would take me down, only I would let it. Where does faith go when a loved one's gone to heaven? Lost among the heartache trail and somewhere's close to breathing in, breathing out, moving to the moment. Trying to remember what the third act of a show meant. Fables have their endings, actors take their bows. Someone need to smack me so I'll think about it now. Climbing up, screaming down the roller coaster riders, fitting in and dropping out with misdirected liars. Never sure if I should be a follower or leader. Born one way and trained the other. How can I not cheat her? Guess I'm looking for sympathy and I ain't gonna get it. Riptide take me down, if only I would let it. Desire swirls like vultures overhead. I'm making like a prisoner to the safety of my bed. Side roads are backing up, nowhere left to try. Gotta get some shit straightened out before I die. God must have a punchline that'll put you on the floor. And I can't take waiting on the ending anymore. When you're educated, it's your money or your life. No silence, a dear companion bee, making space for tired brains full of memory. All the silence in the world won't take away the pain of a woman told to be herself and then punished for the same. Hope is like an old friend, gone but not forgotten, teasing me with promises when the cold has gotten rotten. Guess I'm looking for sympathy, I ain't gonna get it. Riptide take me down holy every day. Guess I'm looking, I ain't gonna get it. Riptide take me down holy every day. Yeah, a lot of moods on this record. Kind of moving all over the place with the moods. You know, they say that you take your whole life to write your first record, and then you have to hurry up and write the second one. And even though I didn't have like a big deal with a company or something, it was kind of true for me too. And I wrote all these in like, you know, it took me a year or so, year and a half, but I wrote them all in a sort of a chunk. So there are bits and pieces of things that were going on for me. And this is before I was a parent, but after I had moved to Blacksburg. So it's that first 3 or so years in Blacksburg when I was trying to get my career up and running again. I had been doing well in New York. I had been making a living playing music in New York. And then I moved down to Blacksburg and I had to sort of start all over. And I spent a lot of time driving back up to New York to make this record and to play gigs up there that were mainstays for me. But I was also sort of forging my way here. So that comes through in these as well. Thanks for paying attention. I'm going to go a little longer than an hour tonight because this is a long album. Like, what the heck? You know, Townie's like 9 songs. This is 12 songs. And I'm telling stories. So thanks for hanging around. But I get it if you have to go. Yeah. This is another one worth listening to on the CD because Jerry just plays amazing sort of rock drums on it. And he actually counts it off, which is cool. And I think it's the one at the end where he has a little something he says. It might be, why would you say that? But I think it's World's Too Big. World's Too Big. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Aaron. Yay. Thanks, Kenan and Raj. You guys are the greatest. Thanks, everybody. So I really only have one left. Yeah, I really only have one left because the last song on the record we'll talk about after I do this one. All right, so this is one of the ones where I got to play it up a little because it's so freaking low on the record. Yeah. Here in Blacksburg, Virginia, about this time of year, mid to late February, we start to get a little tired of the grayness. If you've never been here, Virginia Tech is sort of the, anchor of our town, and it's a beautiful campus. All the buildings are made of this gorgeous stone that we call Hokie stone. It's really a kind of limestone, and it's very gray. It has different variations of gray, but all of the buildings are gray. And then when you get the gray sky and no leaves and the mist like we had this morning, that's when we call it Bleaksburg. And before long, spring will be here. But until then, gray, gray, gray. It's another Bleaksburg day. What is the matter? My bones start to chatter, and the kids cannot come out to play. 'Cause it's gray, gray, gray. Another Bleaksburg day. Nobody had told her it'll never be over. You'll just have to move away. Gray, gray, gray. It's another Bleaksburg day. Nothing wrong with me, just need some vitamin D. At least that's what my therapist said. And I don't remember the sight of the sun, and I can't remember her kiss. All I can do is just think of my friends out in Los Angeles. Here is gray, gray, gray. Another Bleaksburg day. It keeps getting colder, I keep getting older, and I didn't want it this way. Yeah, I don't remember the sight of the sun, and I can't remember her kiss. All I can do is just think of my friends out in Los Angeles. Here is gray, gray, gray. Another Bleaksburg day. Well, don't try to fake it, and don't worry, we'll make it. And summer will be here one day. Till then it's gray, gray, gray. Awesome. So glad to share this time with you guys. If you feel like it's been worth it to you and you want to send me a tip, you can do that at catmills.com, or you can do it Venmo at The Cat Mills Show, or paypal.me/The Cat Mills Show. And make sure everybody give Ray's comments and stuff in, and say hi to everybody. So the chant, which we created for the very end of the record, was a sort of an overlapping of a lot of phrases of peace, phrases of harmony from different traditions. We created it in the studio sort of spontaneously. I had an idea for it, but so it starts out Hallelujah, Hallelujah, right? And Alleluia is traditionally a Christian word, and it's a word of praise. It's basically just the infinite be praised. Hallelujah, Hallelujah. Very low. Hallelujah, 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 Hallelujah. Just doing sort of a breakdown as a little bit of a lullaby for you. So the second piece is shalom, which in the tradition of Judaism, it means peace, hello, goodbye, wholeness, completeness, shalom. So you get the Hallelujah, Hallelujah, Shalom, Hallelujah, Hallelujah, Shalom. That's an easy one if you want to sing it. Yeah, Hallelujah, Shalom, Shalom. Okay, so that's Hallelujah and Shalom. And then the third one is Assalamu alaikum, which means peace to you, right? And it's from the Muslim tradition, the Arabic tradition. Shalom, Shalom, Hallelujah, Hallelujah. Assalamu alaikum, Assalamu alaikum, Assalamu alaikum, Shalom, Assalamu alaikum, Assalamu alaikum, Assalamu alaikum, Shalom, Shalom. Right? Okay, so those are the three. And then what gets added forth? A little namaste works its way in there, which is a greeting. It's a bowing to you. It's respect for you. It's the good in me sees the good in you, right? From the Hindi tradition. Namaste, namaste, hallelujah, hallelujah, shalom. Om Mani Padme Hum, and that's the one that gets added on top, and that's Om Mani Padme Om, which is from the Buddhist tradition, and it's the sacred syllables, and the sacred syllables, when you say them, help you get in tune with the goodness and the peace. So those are the pieces, and you can go listen to the chant on Spotify or wherever you listen, or if I send you a CD, if you kick me $20 tonight, you get a CD, you can listen to it. And it's just a beautiful sort of meditation that was really just a channeling more than anything else. I wanted to show how the traditions can live together in one space and create a beautiful harmony of all of those traditions, because they're all saying the same thing. Everybody wants that peace. Everyone wants that feeling of connectedness to the divine. And so let's keep seeking it, because that's what's going to lead to peace, right? Hallelujah, hallelujah, shalom, hallelujah, hallelujah, shalom, assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum, shalom. Om Mani Padme Hum, Shalom Alaikum, Hallelujah. So impossible to recreate, but that was a good try. And thanks, everybody. Let's take care of each other. Let's send some love out into the universe. That's what will heal. And I'm thinking of you all and thanking you for all these kind comments. I'll follow up with anyone who gets a CD. And you know how to get in touch with me. In March, I'm going to do Sundays because that'll help my West Coast people out. So Sundays at 5 in March. And thanks for sticking with it. 2 is so fun. And love you guys. Be well. Peace.